Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with another Manchester United video. It ended 2-1 to Manchester United versus Spurs. This is my match review. As you can see, I still got the green screen at the back due to my earlier stream, because the stream and the match was so close to one another. I almost missed the first goal, so I haven't had a chance to take off the green screen in the background just as of yet. But we're going to talk about the teams, my thoughts on the team, my thoughts on individual players. We're going to talk about some stats and look at the table finally. But it has ended 2-1 to Manchester United. Rashford getting both the goals, with Ali getting at one point an equaliser just before half-time with a fantastically taken goal. This is the lineup. This is from Sky Sports side, which is very unprofessional in the sense that they haven't changed the kits yet. Maguire's still in a Leicester shirt, Wan-Bissaka Crystal Palace. But let's ignore all that. This was the team. Greenwood hasn't even got a face. I did predict in my match preview, which was uploaded yesterday, go and give it a chance, go and give it a look, that we'll play a 4-3-3 formation with Pogba being back. But Pogba wasn't back. Instead, we opted for a 4-2-3-1 formation. Bit brave from Oli at home, which is understandable, which is good, because today the players played for the shirt. Now, I thought, personally for me, I thought, yes, Rashford got 2 goals. He ran his socks off in the last 5 minutes. You can see he was so gone. He almost got his hat-trick, but he just couldn't get the shot away. But I reckon personally McTominay was immense along with Fred. I think between both them two, they controlled that midfield and they were everywhere. They were covering a lot of lateral spaces. Rashford, let's talk about Rashford's first goal. So ball just came in. He cuts in from the left side and smashes it in. For me personally, the goalkeeper, I can't remember his name, he should have saved it, but I'll take it. It gave us a good start, right in the beginning. On the 6 minutes or whatever, we scored 1-0 and the whole place was buzzing, and it got us into momentum and it got us striding, and we were putting Spurs under a lot of pressure. Almost broke them many times. But again and again, I kept thinking, I was tweeting along the game with my watch along, saying that we need the second goal, because time and time again we have conceded. We have made a great start, then we just conceded a goal, and that's it, everything fell apart. And rightly so, we didn't capitalize on our dominance. And Dele Alli's got a fantastic goal. I mean, the VAR did catch the fact that he brushed his arm just a little bit, but they let it go. But don't take away anything from the goal. Dele Alli's goal was great, and it was just before half time. The important goal was coming just after half time, and again Rashford just got the ball and ran through the left side. Aurier had a very bad game in my opinion, because Rashford just skinned him to a point where Sissoko had to keep coming in, and Sissoko eventually gave away the foul, which was a clear penalty, and he slotted it home, and the keeper had no chance, making it 2-1. And since then I thought, oh my god, Spurs are gonna come at us, but that never really happened. You see, the midfield was very dominant. McTominay and Fred was immense, even though there was only 2 of them in the midfield. But Spurs, you can see they were targeting a lot of the wings. They barely had anyone in the midfield. Sissoko was coming in to the wings to support Aurier. And they were clearly in the last 20-30 minutes, they were targeting Ashley Young, trying to go through the right wing, because at the moment, currently in that defensive position, Ashley Young is our weakest player. Hence why Oli made the change about 15-20 minutes to go. He brought on Luke Shaw to kind of solidify that section there. But I have to give a lot of credit to Fred. He covered a lot of the lateral positions in the field from here, going in supporting Young and coming back into the midfield, and McTominay following up. It was fantastic. Lindelof had a good game as well. I can't fault anyone. I think Jesse Lingard, he got a bit unlucky. I think we should cut him some slack. He hasn't still scored or assisted yet properly, but he's had a good game. He ran his socks off. Mason Greenwood, again, the game was a massive game for him. I think he should be proud of himself, because that gives him experience, that gives him a platform as well. The more he plays now at this age, the better he will become. Dan James, I felt that a few times he had a shot. We saw him place those shots on the right when he gets it on his right foot, but it was more control shots. It wasn't fast enough to trouble the keeper, but there was always that threat going forward. Wan-Bissaka again had a very good game. To be honest, during the second half, I cannot remember any sort of save David De Gea had to make. That's how good we were. And not only that, Mourinho noticed that, and he put Eriksen in the midfield to cover the midfield even more, because they were just getting outrun in the midfield. and it was great to see. The players truly, in my opinion, today played for the badge, played for the manager, and more importantly, played for the fans and the badge. You can see they ran their socks off. And my question now is to you guys as well: why can't we play like this every game? If we play like this every game, we will not be in this position. But anyway, guys, let's have a look at some of the stats before we go into the table, which is quite important. So you can see they had the better of the possession. Shots, we had a lot more shots as well. Accuracy passes, again, they pretty much had a better a game in terms of stats wise. But to be honest with you, stats don't matter. The most important stat is the scoreline. It was 2-1. And if you look at the table now, some of the games are, I believe, is still not finished. But this is how this table stands, and this is where we are. We jumped above not above, to 6. That can go down to 7 if Sheffield United win tomorrow. But this is a more respectable position, you know, not the best of position, but more respectable position. Chelsea winning the game as far as I'm concerned, but in and around that, you need to give yourself a chance, right? We're 2 points behind Wolves, who've also won, I believe, and this is where we need to build from. Today's game was a typical example. Let me just, here we go. Sorry guys, you guys can see it now, I'm sure you can. Let me just reiterate the fact that today's game was extremely important. It's not about Jose Mourinho. It's not about the fact that he's coming in taking another L at Old Trafford, which he should be used to, and I have no gripe against him. It's not about the league position or anything. It's about getting a win and an important victory, because it gives us a chance now going to the Man City game this coming weekend, which will not be easy. But if we play like the way we played today, we will not have a problem amongst majority of our games we play. We harried them, we pressed them, we were energetic, which was a great thing to see, especially in the second half where we normally tend to drop off. And we were really determined. The players really played for the badge, and for me, that's the most important thing, is to play for the badge. The players play for the badge. I don't care, as I said, if we lose 1, 2, 3-0. As long as we tried and played for the badge and ran our socks off. And today is exactly what we did, and it was such an honor to see that. The best performance, in my opinion, so far this season. I can't remember for a long time looking back on a Man United performance this season and saying we played for the badge. And that should be the case. That should always be the case. It's not the fact that we played, you know, we played against Tottenham, who's a big club. We got one over Tottenham and Jose Mourinho. It's not going to be the fact that Man City's next. It's a big game. We should be going after them. It has to be all the games, like Aston Villa, we dropped points in. Crystal Palace, we dropped points in. Wolves, we dropped points in. And West Ham, we dropped points in. Newcastle, it's about winning those games. If we won even 2 or 3 of those games, we will be looking at 4th almost, you know. Chelsea's 29, we are 21 points. Even a couple of victories around this game, you know, as a minimum, couple of victories, guys, we will be on 27 points, 2 points behind 4th position. See how much difference it can make to give it your all in not just the big games, but play for the shirts in every game, especially some of the results we got. Play for the shirt. And Rashford, rightly so, he'll get all the plaudits, and to be frank, he deserves the man of the match, fair play. But I must say that Fred and McTominay was immense, and they were as good as Rashford. That midfield, they bossed that midfield together, and it was a great thing to see. Andres Pereira coming on, I had a bit of a raised eyebrow. Like, he's had a very bad few games. There was no need for him to come on. You know, we could have put in someone else, but to be honest with you, looking at our bench, if I go back to the bench, there was nobody notable, and that's how light our team is at the moment. So where's the bench gone? You can see on the bench you had Juan Mata, Pereira, Romero's the keeper, Luke Shaw, Garner, Tuanzebe, Brandon Williams. Now probably you could have got Tuanzebe into the midfield to shore up the midfield rather than Andres Pereira, but Rashford wants to maintain the width, so it was a like for like almost for James, I believe, for Andres Pereira. But sorry, Mason Greenwood. But in terms of Mason Greenwood, I think he had an okay game. He didn't get involved that much. But when he did, he looked threatening. He had a pot shot right in the beginning of the second half, I believe. First half, sorry. And you know, he's just a natural finisher. He's both footed, but left foot is his strongest. But I hope that we can build on this, guys. Make sure you smash the like button, smash a like for United, you know, and let's hope we go into the City game and let's hope we get a good result. Until next time, stay fun.